What's going on YouTube? So today's video we're going to be taking a look at a new piece of gear. This is for people who are doing home studio recording or other general audio performances. Today we are taking a look at the TA101 by RETEKESS. This is a wireless in-ear monitoring system. Now, I do a lot of home studio recording for myself and other people. I have other people come in and track vocals, instruments for their projects. And a system like this is always beneficial because if I'm not lending mine out, somebody has theirs, they bring theirs in. This allows me to have a secondary unit to either loan out or let somebody use during a session. So we're gonna go top down. I'm going to unbox this thing. We're going to see what's inside of it. I'm going to go over some of the specs and the features of it. And then I'm going to set up a session here in Studio One, and I'm going to put this to the test to see how good it is. So at the end of this video, you guys are going to get to see me using this unit. There's going to be audio samples of what I hear versus the audio recording that you guys hear. And then at the end of this, I'm going to give you guys my thoughts and opinions on what I think about the TA101 by RETEKESS. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alrighty, so here we have the unit. We have the RETEKESS TA101. This is again a wireless in-ear monitoring system. You get mono and stereo features, a 5-hour battery life, and an operating distance of up to 30 meters. Again, that range is probably going to depend on your Wi-Fi interference area. So in the box, we get a transmitter, a receiver, 2 adapter cables, a USB-C charging cable, a storage box, and a storage bag. There's some other information, but if you want to read that, I'm going to let you pause it and you can check that out for yourself. Let's go ahead and open this. In the box, we have our nice hard case here. Pretty solid. It's got the RETEKESS branding on it. Single zipper enclosure. You get some paperwork. This is just going to go over the specs and parameters of the product itself. Some disclaimers, cautions, typical deal. So you can read that if you pick one of these up for yourself. So here in the case, we're going to unzip this. I'm not seeing a bag yet, but we do have the case. Start with what's here on the lid. Okay, so we have our storage bag. It's a nice, like, fake leather bag. You can see that. Kind of stretchy. It's got the RETEKESS branding on it. This is a drawstring bag. That's a pretty nice touch. You can probably store the units itself if you're not using the case, or you can use this bag to store your wireless in-ear monitors, kind of like what I do with my other set of in-ears. Set that over there. So up top you get your XLR cable here to 3.5 millimeter stereo TRS cable. This is probably a foot long, so you are kind of limited on distance wise, but again, it's nice that they provide this XLR to 3.5 millimeter stereo. Next is our USB to dual USB-C charging cable. So this allows you to charge both units at the same time, which is a nice touch. Next we get our XLR to mono 1/4 inch jack here. You can see that. So if you're using an XLR plug-in straight to your soundboard or something like that to run from your outs, your main out left and right. This is kind of what you would probably end up using. Simple interfaces. You could probably use something like this, get away with it. Here is the transmitter. It says RETEKESS on it. You get your detach switch for your XLR. If you're going to plug this straight into a soundboard or an audio interface, you get an aux and a line. You get your power switch. Actually, I think that's a record switch. I'm not sure. I haven't read the instructions, obviously, but we're going to test that. You get your mono and stereo switch here. We're going to set this to aux or line, and then your mute and power. So when you flip that up, that turns on the unit. You can see that there. So you get your USB-C charging on the end. Nothing on the back, nothing on that side, and this is your antenna. So that is the TA101 transmitter. Next in the little case, we have the receiver. Again, both of these units are built out of metal. Some of the body I believe is to be plastic, but a majority of it is metal. On this housing, this is plastic. Up here is metal, where this one is all metal. So you get a nice volume gain adjustment knob for your signal input. Up top you have your 3.5mm jack for your headphones, your on and off switch. Up here, I believe this is going to allow you to switch your channels. And then on the other side you have your mono and stereo switch and your USB-C charging port. So let's go ahead and flip this on real quick. So we got two indicator lights. Shows red for wireless connection, green for your battery. So the little red dot right here, I don't know if you can see that. That's to change your channel. So as soon as I match them, that Wi-Fi signal matches. So now they're paired. So we're gonna go over to 1. I'll put that on 1. You can see that green light change again. If I put it on 2, it goes red. Put it on 2, it goes green. So we're gonna leave it on 2. But that is the unit, pretty self-explanatory. The gain volume signal knob does have a hard start and stop, so you can only go so far. Yeah, that's the units, pretty straightforward. So let's go back up top. I'm gonna kind of walk you through the process of this next step. So we have our transmitter and receiver here. You can see that they look better on this camera. But again, real quick, just to reiterate, turn on the transmitter, and then we power on the receiver. They both match up. So overall, they look pretty good. I'm going to plug them up into the interface real quick. So just real quick, I want you guys to be able to like really see the detail of these units. They feel very well built. Very well built. I'm impressed. So that's the transmitter. There's your receiving pack. Just gonna focus on that there. Very well built. There's your mono stereo switch, your on-off switch, and your 3.5mm up here. and then your USB-C charging port. And you get a nice little belt clip, I forgot to mention that. So real quick, I'm going to set these up to my audio interface real quick. I'm going to get these plugged in. I'm going to pull up Studio One and we're going to record a session with the RETEKESS TA101 Wireless In-Ear System. I have the transmitter plugged into the soundboard over there. We have our receiver set to channel 2. This is the channel we're gonna do. I did test this just before I filmed this section just to make sure everything was synced up accordingly. Real quick, I'm going to give you a kind of a brief demo. I don't know if you're gonna be able to hear this, but I'm going to play this back so you can hear the audio coming from the headphones. So you guys can hear the audio coming from the in-ears. So everything does work. So we're going to record a bass track to this song. I'm going to get my levels again. So now that we know where everything is, we're gonna go ahead and record a bass track to this song. I hope you guys enjoy. That was the test of the RETEKESS TA101 in-ear monitoring system. Down in the comments, let me know what you guys thought of this video, if you liked the audio. Overall, build quality, performance, these things are performing just exactly like I thought they would. I tested these in mono and stereo. The mono channel is louder than stereo channel for whatever reason. I don't know what that is. I guess it's pushing more information through a single channel than it is stereo. But some of these tracks are stereo, so it could have just been muddying it up, trying to push it through a mono signal. But the recording you just heard, I had running through stereo, so I heard all the tracks running in different sides of my ears, and everything performed exactly the way I was hoping it would. Audio quality was perfect. Everything worked exactly as it should. Down in the description, I'm going to put a link to RETEKESS's Amazon page and their website. When this video goes live, this product should be available. A big shout out to RETEKESS. Again, everybody over at the team, thank you guys for trusting me to do this review for you guys and test out this new product for you. Again, links are going to be down in the description for the TA101 wireless in-ear monitoring system. If you guys enjoyed this video, I'd appreciate it if you would hit that thumbs up button. Leave me a comment and let me know what you guys thought about this. And if you guys are not subscribed to this channel, I highly encourage you to subscribe and hit that bell for post notifications. You'll be notified anytime I upload content like this or anything else gear related. Links will be in the description. Again, I want to thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.